to Live at 7, we mentioned food. And of course, you might be thinking it's Halloween time, maybe stressing about getting your costume together. Maybe that's just me, but we are getting a jump start on Thanksgiving, and you can celebrate Friendsgiving next week because that just sounds like so much fun. It's a part of a partnership with Williams-Sonoma, and the food is crafted by the chef and owner of Ava Jeans and the founder of Jacobsen Salt, and they both are here to show us what's on the menu. So we have Joshua McFadden, chef and co-owner of Ava Jeans, and Ben Jacobsen, the founder of Jacobsen Salt Company, of course. We have all of those things on the table, but first, so Friendsgiving, normally you think of, you get together, I don't know, my friends in college would always get together and do a Friendsgiving, but this is kind of an elevated version?
A little bit, because it's at the headquarters, so it's just a really fun space to do this at.
Yeah.
And working with Williams-Sonoma is always fun.
And it's on November 1st, which is next Wednesday, which sounds crazy, but somehow November is Wednesday. What do people get to do at Friendsgiving?
Yeah, we are hosting Friendsgiving at our headquarters on 6th and Salmon, and Joshua's cooking turkey meatballs. It's kind of become one of your signatures. I think it's the perfect use of turkey on Thanksgiving and on a really great holiday, and tons of different salads and a not too sweet carrot pie drizzled with biblical honey, which is really nice.
That is a fun one. That one's actually from my book. I should have brought my book, but I didn't.
Carrot pie?
Yep.
What is your book called if people want to look it up?
6 Seasons Anew with Vegetables.
Excellent.
Yeah, which will also be on sale at the thing, and that's what we're doing recipes for at Williams-Sonoma's next week. But back to the whole turkey meatballs, which was a kind of a happy accident at one point with working in the restaurant. I didn't have a turkey brine for friends and family, so we ground some turkey and ended up making these meatballs like 3 years ago, and now it's kind of the thing.
And there's your book, by the way. Got
There's
pictures of it,
nice.
see?
There's the book. So it just became this thing that's actually kind of all the traditional flavors of Thanksgiving, but just in this meatball form, and then you get to make these really fun sliders. So there's just kind of, I feel like it's more traditional than it really seems, but it's kind of like taking on. He likes them, so we're doing it this year with friends.
They're delicious. I mean, the whole thing kind of came about when Williams-Sonoma asked to shoot their holiday Thanksgiving catalog in our space and asked Joshua to cook, and we said yes please and yes please, and so this is just the dinner on November 1st is just to kind of celebrate the culmination of that catalog, and not the catalog, but just kind of the whole experience around it. Yeah,
so that's kind of how this Friendsgiving got started a little bit, is because, yeah, you guys are actually in the Williams-Sonoma catalog.
It's a true story.
That's pretty crazy.
It is.
Yeah, and a bunch of other great, chefs in town are in it, as well as, Peter Cho from Hanoak and Fieldbrook Flowers and Polar Stuff and Hani Artson and all sorts of other great people that own small companies here in town.
Wow, okay, so you got the meatballs there. You can do them in a bowl by themselves or as a slider?
I think it's always about the slider, but yes, that's the more traditional size. And then we have like turkey breasts, and there's a lot of different recipes in there, but I just wanted to kind of showcase these because I think it is one of those things that once you start making it, it just kind of changes things. I mean, there's so many people that don't have huge families, so like doing just like this for one person or 2 people or 4 people is a lot easier. And
then
again,
a whole
it has
turkey.
that traditional flavor.
It takes like 10 hours.
And then one of his salts is just kind of reminds me, his rosemary salt reminds me so much of Thanksgiving. See, I didn't bring a book, but I'm going to do the salt.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't that smell like Thanksgiving?
It does smell like Thanksgiving.
So that was like
but it's not turkey salt. It is rosemary salt.
It is, but that was also another really happy accident because that found its way in the meatballs of the original like a couple years ago. So no, it's this perfect little thing. And
then you guys have a salt that actually has Joshua's face on it?
Absolutely. I mean, Joshua.
Because that's a normal thing, right?
Totally normal. Wheaties.
It's our small version of a Wheaties box. Joshua's been a supporter of ours since before day one, and we thought of the least we could do was to put him on our box with one of his favorite recipes, using our salt, of course, and so it's pretty fun.
So if people are thinking, I guess they should be thinking now, what am I going to make for my Thanksgiving dinner? Are there different salts people can use to kind of spice things up a little?
Absolutely. I mean, there's the great thing about using infused salts is there's no rules. You can't screw it up. And so, the rosemary salt, while it is exceptional on turkey meatballs, is also really great on, roasted new potatoes with olive oil and rosemary salt, of course. And then one of our favorites right now is our black garlic salt. And we ferment garlic. Smell that. Ferment garlic for about 3 months and blend it up. You want to smell that, Patty?
She's like, I'm here. What do you think
She's
I'm
like,
here
I
for?
have that all the time. It's fine, Dad.
And grind it up and blend it into the salt, and it's like this. If you haven't had black garlic before, it's kind of this semi-sweet, garlicky kind of. Hate to use the word umami, but it's just it just adds this whole other layer of complexity.
It's like mushrooms.
That's a good word.
Yeah, definitely.
So people can come to the Friendsgiving event. Tickets are $60. That is next Wednesday, November 1st. But there's also a free class the next day that you're teaching, Josh?
Yes, it's actually in every Williams-Sonoma store in the country.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you can't be in all places, of course. So you will be at the one in
They're doing
Portland?
recipes from the book that are also for the dinner. They were kind of slightly modified, but there's recipe cards. You can find the recipes online as well as in my book. So yeah, it's at every store.
Excellent. Well, if people want to go to the Friendsgiving with you guys, you can go to eventbrite.com. Just search for Williams-Sonoma. It is on, yes, November 1st at the Jacobsen Salt headquarters at 6th and Salmon in Southeast Portland. Thank you guys so much. Chef's Thanksgiving with Joshua McFadden, Ben Jacobsen, and Williams-Sonoma.